Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, my little Hebrews. This is YAH'S and Akoti Amazia combining our lesson today for you. And it's in video, so let's go ahead and get started with the lesson called What Are Tassels and Why We Wear Them. Now, it says in Numbers, in chapter 15, verses 37 and verses 38, take notes. This is where we're going to get the reason about what are tassels, okay? What are tassels? And Yah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and you shall say to them to make seats on the corners of their garments throughout their generations, and to put a blue cord in the seat of the corners. Hallelujah. So I can tell you seat, the first T is not pronounced, is a tassel. It's what we translate that into English word tassel. Hallelujah. So it is to be a tassel with what? A blue cord. Hallelujah. So that is what a tassel is. A set of strings or cords that are put together, and it must have a blue cord or string in it. Okay? Now, the why we wear them? Why we wear them? Well, it's in Numbers chapter 15, verses 39 through 40. And it shall be to you for a seat, and you shall see it, and shall remember all the commands of Yah, and shall do them, and not search after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you went whoring, so that you remember you shall do all my commands, and be set apart unto the Most High. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Now, it also tells us in Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 12. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 12 says, Make tassels on the four corners of the garment with which you cover yourself. So, you're supposed to have on clothing that covers you, right? So, you put your tassels on the four corners of your shirt, or on the four corners of your pants, or your four corners of your shorts, or the four corners of your sweater or shirt, or even your coat in the wintertime. Winter's coming, so some of us will be wearing coats, and we'll put a tassel on the four corners of our coats too, as our covering garment, our outer garment. Hallelujah, our clothing. So, let's go a little further. Let's look at the first photo of different kinds of dye material. You see on the photo the word tekhelet, and looking up the meaning of that word, it means sky blue in Hebrew, or another color reference would be turquoise or indigo. So any of those colors of blue are the colors that Yah is speaking about to us. Okay? So it doesn't have to be a particular exact color of blue, but a type of sky blue, because all of us can look at the sky, and at different times it's a different shade of blue. So hallelujah, we can see what Yah is talking about from what He gives us in the natural. Hallelujah. But you also see on that picture a bunch of shells, and this photo has the family type of shellfish that the Jews think that you should make the coloring of blue from. Now that's awful, isn't it? Because we all know better than that in here. But if you don't, let's explain that. The next photo you're going to see is of the particular kind that the Jews say of the shellfish that they use for the color blue. And that is called a chilazon, a chilazon. Chilazon shellfish. It's beautiful to look at, of course, but they are saying that this is a type of shellfish that they would get that. And the next picture that we're looking at has this blue stuff in this young man's hands. You know, he's gotten the coloring from the shellfish, and he's holding it in his hand. Oh, hideous! Why do they do these things against Yah's word? And the next photo that we're seeing is the one with the book on it and the shell and blue powder. Yes, the blue powder and the stuff that the young man had in his hands is made from the blood. All these dyes are made from the blood of the shellfish. Whoa. Now, you know y'all wouldn't give us something like that to do. That's why we can't learn anything from these Jews of that nature, because we know that y'all wouldn't give us that. And here's the reason why. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 11 verses 10 through 12. But all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, all that move in the waters, or any living creature which is in the waters, they are an abomination to you. They are an abomination to you. Of their flesh you do not eat, and their carcasses you abominate. All that have not fins or scales in the water is an abomination to you. So if it's an abomination to us, the Hebrew Israelites, then why would we be using a shellfish, a filthy shellfish? It is unclean to us. It's an abomination to us because it is unclean to us. So Yah, therefore, he would not tell us to use the shellfish to make the cord of blue from when it is unclean. It's an unclean animal. We're not even to eat it. Okay? So he's not going to give us that to make it part of his set apart garments with, or the set apart tassels with. Of course not. So we cannot listen to these people when they're teaching wrong things to do. It also tells us in Revelation chapter 22 verse 11, he who does wrong, let him do more wrong. He who is filthy, let him be more filthy. He who is righteous, let him be more righteous. He who is set apart, let him be more set apart. I want to be more set apart. Don't you, little Hebrews? We want to be more set apart. We do not want to be wrong in doing what Yah asks us to do. Okay, so that is what we have to keep in mind. It's not about the blue. It's about where these Jews are telling people to get the blue from. We don't do that with unclean animals. Hallelujah. And the next picture that we are going to be seeing here is a picture of a Jew young man leaning against the wall. Well, do you see anything there that is right to do, that is righteous or set apart? I know you can tell me what's missing in his apparel. It's the blue cord, of course. The blue cord is missing. And the next picture, let's look at the vest. This vest with tassels on it that some of the more Orthodox Jews wear underneath their clothing. And a lot of times, some of them don't even allow the tassels to be seen at all. And do you see anything missing there? Yeah, I know y'all get it. I know y'all on top of things. Yes, the blue cord is missing. And then Well, that's the adults kind of people that we're looking at. What about the little ones? Okay, now we're looking at the picture of the little Jewish boy with tassels on. Are they teaching him the righteous thing to do, the set apart thing to do? Is he missing something too? Apparently so, because I don't see a cord of blue in his tassels either. Wow, that's what y'all's talking about. We cannot be doing wrong stuff. See, these wrong things. Let's see why they're doing these wrong things. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 16, verses 18 through 20. Jeremiah chapter 16, verses 18 through 20. And we'll see why the little Jewish boy and the others, adults, are not having blue in their tassels. 18 starts off and says, "And first I shall repay double for their crookedness and their sin, because they have defiled my land with the dead bodies of their disgusting matters, and have filled my inheritance with their abominations." 19. "O Yah, my strength and my stronghold and my refuge in the day of distress, the Gentiles shall come to you from the ends of the earth and say, our fathers have inherited only falsehood, futility, and there is no value in them." Verse 20, "Would a man make mighty ones for himself, which are not mighty ones?" Wow. Verse 21, "Therefore see, I am causing them to know. This time I cause them to know my hand, my might, and they shall know that my name is Yah." That's what it says. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Yah says he's going to make sure that they know that his name is Yah. Hallelujah. And that these people are going to be coming to us. These Gentiles are going to be running to us in their time of distress, in that day of distress, saying that they have been told lies, and that those lies that they were told are of no value to them. Yes, they're already making mighty ones for themselves to worship. And this is why the blue cord is missing from their tassels. Because just like us, they have inherited lies as well. But we are coming back to the truth in Yah through Yahushua. Hallelujah.